figured out how to match the pieces of my heart. Without a doubt, you can heal the flesh beneath the scar. You're breaking down all the walls around me. The new Electric, we were searching for names for quite a while, and we wanted something new, obviously. It was a new band, a new sound. So the new came pretty quickly. We were calling it the New Analog for a long time. And here, he knows the story better.
We were calling it the New Analog for a long time, and then we were in rehearsal one day, and we were practicing for an upcoming show, and Kyle was practicing like banter in between songs, like how he would end songs or how he would thank people or that kind of stuff, and it just came out. We ended the song, and he was like, "Thank you, we are the New Electric," and that's been the name ever since.
I was into like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and skate punk, actually, pretty much.
I was really into like classic rock, and I think the first CD I ever listened to was Iron Maiden too, so that was a pretty big one for me.
I was into the like West Coast hardcore and skate punk scene a lot, like Black Flag and No Effects and that whole scene.
I was a Beatles guy, so the Beatles were big for me. Radio music like pop, and I got into lots of metal for a while. And rock. I always loved pop punk and like 80s hair metal. Pretty much everything, I guess. Yeah, I love music, so it's hard to pick any one influence. I had a lot. Just say that. My favorite venues to play are... It doesn't matter much. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because last night was amazing. We played at the Esplanade Theater in Medicine Hat, and that place is gorgeous. Something about playing a beautiful place that creates a vibe. We played at the ROM in Toronto not too long ago. And that's a museum, and there was literally a Brachiosaurus behind us. And there was like ancient Buddhist artifacts, and it was amazing. So maybe quirky venues would be my favorite. I think they create the most ambiance.
I like the venues where people are close to you. I don't like it when there's like 20 feet between the stage and the crowd. I like it when they're right there and you can see them and connect with them and actually create something with them.
I think last night was my favorite venue, the theater. Just the way the room looked and everything was really cool. Yeah, I like the bigger rooms, I think.
Yeah, I'm down with the intimate kind of venues with some ambiance, but I'm also open to stadium shows too.
There's a lot. There honestly is. First time I heard the song on the radio. First time I saw a video of us on Much Music. First time people were singing the lyrics to our songs at a venue. First time. I guess all the firsts are the funnest. You know, the first time something happens. Those are the funnest moments for me, for sure.
I find that I create my most memorable moments like on the bus, messing around with these guys and having fun and doing that whole thing. That's a big part of it for me, is just the relationship that the band has and the camaraderie and bonding that we all do.
I agree with Shade on that one, I think, but I don't know. It's all good.
I think for me it'd be performances that we've done. Just those little moments that we have on stage. I think the first song that I learned in my basement with my buddies was that Green Day song about my eyes are gonna bleed. It's like three chords, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
My dad had taught me how to play Crazy Train when he brought home a guitar for me, so that was the first song I ever learned.
The first song I ever learned was an old folk classic called "Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley," and I was 6, and it was really simple, 2 chords, and Kyle and I are brothers, so our dad's a musician, and he started us really young, and we had all this stuff in the studio in our backyard, and that was the first song that he got us to learn, I think, because it was so simple.
Yeah, that was my first song too. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna answer this in 2 ways because, like, for money, maybe, Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, maybe. That would be that one. And then for art and love of music, maybe Imagine, John Lennon's song. Yeah, those would be mine.
Something by the Beatles would be mine for just the bass line alone. Like, it's amazing. And then
The song Something?
yeah, the song Something. Yeah, the song Something by the Beatles. Yeah, that's probably my choice.
Pass that one off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with some Beatles too, like the White Album, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, maybe, or The Number of the Beast. I don't know.
It's usually a concept, so something that happens in the world or in my life, or a concept, or even just a hook idea will happen, and when you're writing all the time, your brain automatically just starts to kind of form an idea around the concept. So if you say something like, I got one the other day, and it was I shouldn't talk about it though, because I'm gonna write the song and I don't want anyone to steal it. But yeah, you get the concept, the idea, start working on lyrics and melody at the same time around the concept. You need the foundation, I guess, is my point for me when I write. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Kyle's our main songwriter, so he'll write the structure, and by the time we get to it, it's like we have parts to write. So that would be the process for me. I already have a skeleton. I already have a structure and lyrics lots of the time, or partial lyrics or that kind of thing. So I just try to incorporate a bass line that brings out a similar emotion in regard to the concept.
We always warm up, and we kind of go in our own space and like meditate and warm up and la 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 la, those kind of things. And we've also sang together before we've gone on stage. Usually default to the band. The Weight. Yeah, we sing that sometimes. Nothing set in stone though. We all kind of just go with the flow. Yeah, it's different every time, but it's often, ritualistic. I said X-ray vision yesterday, but today I'm feeling... who said that really good one? It was you. What did you say yesterday? Yes, freeze time. I'm going with that today. Freeze time. That would be so cool, just so you could take a breath, and I guess it kind of symbolizes living in the moment and seeing your surroundings and your life in the present, and that would be so cool to be able to do for a extended amount of time.
the freeze time one is so cool because as a musician, you can be like, yeah, guys, I just got to woodshed this part for a second. Pause time. No, do your thing. Start time again. Okay, I'm good. Let's do this, right? But for me, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and it'd be really cool if you could control, I know it kind of sounds stupid, but if you could control the growth of your hair. Like if you could be like, today I want to have long hair, and your hair was long.
Like those Play-Dohs.
How sick would that be? Yeah, how sick would that be, right?
I still think being able to fly would be pretty cool. That's something I've always wanted to, be able to do.
Yeah, I think today I'm going flying as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. For me, it would be the year that I learned to ride a bicycle because that gain of freedom was just amazing when all of a sudden you can go all the way around your neighborhood.
I think I would redo this year again. Just it's been so much fun. I think it's probably been the most fun I've ever had in my life. So I'd like to just do it over again. And,
Yeah, Chris, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I would relive the year in high school that I was in the play Annie. I know that sounds odd, but it was a really cool time, and I learned a lot that year, and it was kind of that magical, innocent, naive, euphoric experience before you enter life and the real world, and it was cool. I would, well, if I just lost my ability to sing, I would definitely play guitar or produce or do something musical. But I think if I couldn't do anything musical, I would build stuff. I would still create things in some capacity, or maybe I would try and teach spiritual healing or spiritual guidance. Maybe I would do something in the service of others, no question, you know?
I would definitely own and run a custom motorcycle shop.
I'd probably weld again, do ornamental welding and make crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely the creating thing. I think something artisanal like leather working or something, you know, and in conjunction with, a motorcycle shop maybe even. Who knows? I really like to play the song Thank You.
My new favorite, Shine On, now that I get to play a guitar in it. Usually our keyboard player plays it with us, but he wasn't able to make this tour, so me and Kyle get to do it on a guitar, and it's pretty neat.
We have a new song that we're working on right now, and I got to incorporate some slap bass into it, and I don't get to do that very often, and so it's really fun for me to play. It's called Friend.
Mine is right now, I think it's Thank You as well. It's just fun. We've built it into a really cool moment and stage experience. It's pretty cool. It's really fun to play, and it's fast.